Have you ever noticed an unsettling pattern in your family? Loved ones passing away young, lives cut short unexpectedly, with no warning and no clear reason. Maybe you've watched as faces in family photos fade away, one after another, leaving behind a trail of grief and unanswered questions. If this sounds familiar, know this: it's not simply fate, and it's certainly not normal. What you may be facing is a spiritual covenant of premature death, a hidden force working behind the scenes, cutting destinies short. But you don't have to accept this fate. Today, you'll learn how to recognize it, and more importantly, how to break free.
Premature death often has a spiritual root. While the world focuses on medical causes or mere coincidence, ancient wisdom teaches that some deaths are orchestrated by unseen hands. These spiritual sources can be surprising. Sometimes, it's the result of ancestral bloodshed, a wrong committed generations ago, an oath broken, or a promise never fulfilled. In other cases, it could be the backlash of a witchcraft attack, a dark force intentionally sent to disrupt your bloodline. Some families carry the burden of a spirit of untimely death, a destructive entity assigned to their lineage, stalking generation after generation. Jealous enemies may even send negative energy, hoping to see your downfall. Whatever the source, the result is the same: a pattern of lives ending before their time, often just as someone is on the verge of breakthrough or greatness. But how can you know if a covenant of premature death is active in your life? There are signs, clear spiritual warnings that should never be dismissed. First, consider the ages at which people in your family pass away. Do relatives often die before the age of 50? Is there a repeating age where lives are cut short? If you look at your family tree and see the same ages appearing again and again, this is more than mere coincidence. It's a glaring sign that a spiritual covenant of early death is at work. The next sign appears in your dreams. Night after night, you might see funerals, graves, or unsettling visions of being chased by the dead. Perhaps you dream of falling into a grave or being pulled by invisible hands. These are not ordinary dreams. They are spiritual warnings, your subconscious alerting you to a death agenda pressing against your destiny. Finally, pay attention to the physical world around you. Do you or your loved ones experience frequent accidents, sudden illnesses with no medical explanation, or near-death experiences that seem to happen out of nowhere? When death keeps knocking on your door again and again, without cause, it's time to act on a spiritual level. If you recognize these signs, do not lose hope. There is a powerful ritual you can perform to break the bonds of premature death and reclaim your destiny. Begin by gathering a few sacred items: a white candle for protection, a red candle for life, a small amount of palm oil, a fresh or dried bitter leaf, a bowl of clean water, and a plain piece of paper with your full name written on it. Light both candles and place your name between them. Take the bitter leaf and rub it into the water, then add a teaspoon of palm oil. Stir this mixture clockwise and declare with authority, "Every covenant of early death in my bloodline is broken. I disconnect my soul from untimely death. I cover myself in the light of long life and divine preservation." Use this water to wash your feet and hands before going to bed. Repeat the ritual for 3 nights. On the final night, burn the paper with your name and dispose of the ashes far from your home. During this process, avoid red meat, sexual activity, and arguments. These can disrupt the cleansing. Remember, you are not destined to die before your time. You are chosen to live and fulfill your journey. Protect your destiny, break the cycle now, and step boldly into the light of divine preservation.